In today's video, I'm gonna break down some of the best banks in the United States, and I'm gonna tell you how you can select the best bank for your future, what you need to look for, and why a banking relationship is so important, and so many people take it for granted. In this video, I'm gonna give you the researched ones, and then I'm gonna give you my suggestions. I don't agree with the researched ones. I'm going to tell you what my theory is on all of them. The banking system has completely changed. We are on the precipice of turning into a cashless economy where everything is going to be digital. As you see that, what you need to note is that things are going to change very quickly. One thing that's going to change very quickly is your interest rate. What do you need to know in order to decide what is a good bank? You need to know, am I gonna borrow money from them? What's their interest rate? How's their customer service? How much accessibility? How's their online banking? Can I do deposits virtually? All of that stuff impacts who you bank with. What matters to me may not matter to you. So the number one bank for online banking is Ally Bank. And they give it like a 4% annual percentage yield. So if you got money in the bank, they're actually gonna give you interest. Minimum deposit is zero. They got plentiful account options. The downside is it's online. If you read a book called The Ponzi Scheme, which I found really interesting, it's about Charles Ponzi, and banks actually started in the business of bearing interest. And now they're actually punishing you. Like, this is why I left Wells Fargo. When I was depositing cash at Wells Fargo, in my business account, they would charge me for the ability to count the cash. They charged me for depositing cash. Can you imagine? Does that even just sound like ridiculous too? The best major bank, and this is rated through smartasset.com, is actually Chase Bank. Now, I'm gonna completely disagree, and the yield on that one is 0.01%. Minimum deposit amount is zero. Some highlights, it's highly mobile. They've got locations everywhere throughout the United States. In fact, if one of these banks sees this video and they're looking for a great downtown location, if you're a small bank, if you're looking for a location, we've got a great location. There was a bank in here, we got a vault, we got a drive-through, we got everything you need right down in Kansas City. So comment below if you're looking for a location in downtown Kansas City, or get a hold of me. So the best credit union is the Digital Federal Credit Union. They pay 6.7% annual yield. You're making about 0.5% on your money per month. If you got $100, you're gonna get every year $6.70 on that 100. The best bank for small businesses, and this is rated not by me, and I will tell you that I totally disagree with this, but by smartasset.com, was Wells Fargo Bank, and their annual yield is 0.25%. Minimum deposit's $25, and they're one of the biggest small business loan lenders. And I will tell you that as somebody who banked with Wells Fargo, they're great for small business in a couple different ways. One, their online system is robust. They've got a special line for you when you're at the bank where you can go in and they'll waive a lot of the fees for you and you get expedited service. So for that reason alone, it's pretty good. But the reality is they won't loan you any money. In fact, I had like $300,000 in my Wells Fargo account and I went to go get a loan to buy some tow trucks that were like 40 grand. And they said, we'll approve you for 32,000 bucks. I'm like, what? And Smart Asset says that Synchrony is the best bank for students because they got an APY of 4.5%, which is decent, like it's a good return for a bank, and a minimum deposit of zero. It's got a high yield, good online access. That's basically it. And the best bank for ATMs is Fidelity, according to smartasset.com. And they'll give you a 2.6% yield, minimum deposit zero. I will say that as a bank, Fidelity is a great bank for stock trading, for wealth management. Now that we got through all the research, let me break down my top 5 banks. In Kansas City, it is Great American Bank. They're the ones that loan me money. They're the ones that are great to deal with. They'll loan me money. They'll give you 4.5% interest. They're looking for deposits, and you can get that kind of yield. And they've got great online access, and they're easy to deal with, and I love them. Nationally, my favorite bank would probably be Wells Fargo. They've got locations everywhere. Their online system is great. Their ATMs are high tech. I don't bank with them anymore. I can tell you that. Their customer service is crap. But really, if I look at it as like, logically, I'm like, okay, it's got lots of locations. They're pretty much everywhere in the United States except for like Louisiana. They don't really have any locations in Louisiana. They have great internet access. They've got great security systems. I mean, it's really hard to screw Wells Fargo out of money. So that's like the best online bank would be Wells Fargo. The best local bank in Las Vegas, Nevada, and probably in lots of different places throughout the country, First Savings Bank. I've got a great relationship. They actually loaned me the money for this building right here. That's what a great bank is. It's a relationship bank. They gave me a 4.5% interest rate and they loaned me money. Most of these banks, they won't loan you money. So if you are just looking for a bank to put your money in, go find a bank you can build a relationship with. And my bank, not only will they give a high interest rate, but they'll loan me money. I deposit my money, and then I gotta go borrow money. So that's a great relationship. These banks They're gonna give you a small, if nothing, percentage. They're gonna punish you for putting cash in sometimes, and they won't loan you any money. They deal with all my personal banking. They loan me money on several properties. They've helped me grow. They've helped me succeed. They're a great bank. The last one I would just say, and this is not for like anything to loan, so this is just like pure presence, Bank of America / Chase. I'm just gonna say one and the same because they're basically the same thing. And why are these good banks? The reason I like Bank of America and Chase, when I had a Merrill Lynch account, which is owned by Bank of America, I was able to do certain things like raise my credit card limit because I had money in the account. So they've got clout, right? These banks have lots of clout. Not as a good relationship. If you're a high net worth individual, we're talking like $500 million or more, these are probably good banks for you because that's where they start paying attention to you. If you got $1 billion, like Chase and Bank of America have locations throughout the United States. They got multiple credit card companies. In fact, most of the credit cards that I use are Chase, right? Like I use Prime Chase, Southwest Chase, Marriott Bonvoy Chase. They've really got it dialed in on the credit cards. To summarize, if you want to have a good bank, it shouldn't be location. It shouldn't be anything other than the money that they're gonna yield for the money that you deposit, the loans that they're gonna give you, and the relationship that you have, because nothing else matters. It's so convenient for you to have an ATM card and stuff like that. The ability to borrow money when you're a real estate investor is absolutely critical. You can't bank with Wells Fargo or Chase or Bank of America, or any of these large corporations. They are not gonna take you seriously unless you're a big dog. If you're looking for a bank, my suggestion is go find a small, local bank in your city, in your county, in where you live that you can build a relationship with that has a decent yield, small credit union, or someone that's actually gonna lend you money. That's the first question that you should start with. Whether you're brand new or whether you've been going for a long time, pay attention to where you put your money. Like if you're banking at Bank of America, if you're banking at Wells Fargo, and you just heard me read about the interest rates, and just for that alone, let's say you're a high savings person. Let's say you've got, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 in your bank account, $10,000, and you're not getting any interest on your money, then why the hell are you banking with them? Go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go somewhere where you can talk to the person on the phone, where you don't have to go through an 800 number, where you can talk to somebody in the United States. That's what my suggestion is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what your comments are. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. We are growing robustly. I'm super proud of it. I put a ton of hard work in. I know this video was a little bit all over the place, but I wanted to go and give you the actual research first and then my opinion second. But understand that the research is generally sponsored by the banks. And so what really gets down to the bottom of it is having a great bank will help you accelerate your wealth and will allow you to borrow lots of money. All right, we'll check out the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.